The Everglades, home of the largest subtropical wilderness in the United States. There's miles and miles of trails, countless species, infinite gators, and... a missile? Smack in the middle of Everglades National Park is an old missile from the Cold War era. It's called the Nike Hercules missile, and its purpose was to be a line of defense in case of an attack from the south, specifically Cuba.
The Nike Hercules guided missile system is a powerful component of the U.S. Army's air defense arsenal. The accuracy and destructive force of the weapon have been repeatedly demonstrated against high and low altitude targets.
This military post, also known as HM-69 or Alpha Battery, was constructed by the Army Corps of Engineers in 1965, just 3 years following the Cuban Missile Crisis. At the time, it had around 140 soldiers working out of 3 missile barns. Visitors to the park could see the old Nike missile between December and late March. I was able to visit an open house a few weeks early. This is what I saw. I am so excited right now, guys. I've always wanted to come here. It is only open in the winter months, so December through late March. Today, however, is one of the open houses that they have. They had one on Veterans Day, and then today is the second one. And I think after today, you have to wait till December when they fully open to go check it out. So we're getting a little preview. Woo! This is as far as you can go when it's not open. So now we have, fortunately, the gates are open 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check this out. We are heading into an old Cold War era base. Welcome everybody. Today we are here at the Everglades National Park, where there is a Nike, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Nike, not Nike, but spelled the same way, Nike missile. Right, one of the sites from the Cold War era. So this is like well tucked away inside the Everglades National Park. And there it is. In all its glory. It's so big. This was a launch controller that flip up the red switch, press the button or pull the switch back, and this would launch. The Nike Hercules missile. Everglades National Park. I've always wanted to come here, but they're only open, like I said, in the winter months. So rest of the year you cannot come here. The gate is locked. Fortunately, we're heading into the end of the year, so this was a nice open house that they hosted. Yeah, this is so cool. This is the Transponder controlled test set group. We've got a bunch of old equipment from the time. Moving on over here, we have a site plan of the launch area and a site plan of the control area here, as well as a map of Cuba. And then of course the edge of Florida down here, the Florida Keys. Forgot what this is, but I know they have a booster back there. This is a missile body. So we get a good look inside. Over here we have a missile nose cone, the front end of a missile. And this is a booster. So if you go to the aft end of the booster, you can see the nozzles, 4 of them. Here we have a stack of booster fins. So these would go over on the side of the booster. So you can see at the back end of it, and then they also have fins on the front. And here is the nose of the missile, which we saw a piece of it over there. Pretty cool.
You know a nice long straight road that you came in on?
Yeah.
They used to race down that road. And if one of them cracked up bad enough that they couldn't repair it, then it would take a dive. Also, if you got emergency orders that you had to be gone out of here in 24 hours and you couldn't sell your vehicle, as a matter of fact, this is a picture of a Volkswagen bus that was pulled out while they were doing the reclamation. And I'm going to do a countdown from 3. When I say fire, you push it forward, okay? Put your finger on it. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, fire! You just launched a Nike Hercules missile. Actually, that would have given the command to the radar to fire the missile. Regardless of what you thought of Kennedy or Khrushchev, they both maintained some sanity that allowed them to work it out. People are going to disagree about how successful they were, but I would tell you that the most successful thing is that we're all standing here.
We're going to disagree about
because otherwise, we probably would not be standing here. Or if we were, we'd be holding rocks as weapons.
They actually have some military uniform here. A picture of a soldier with his dog, one of the choke chains, dog muzzle, and the soldier's basic combat training handbook from 1969. Here's an overview of the site we're at right now. Overheard one of the tour guides say that this is the only missile base inside of a national park, which I think is pretty cool. Just adds more to the uniqueness of the Everglades National Park. This, of course, is the main thing to look at, but there are a lot of facilities around here that I get to drive around. I don't know. We're gonna go drive around a missile site. This is pretty cool. This is a good way to spend my Saturday. We are now driving away from the missile that we just saw, and over here is one of the areas that soldiers would be in. This is one of the missile barns, as they call it. Driving away from the missile barn, I believe we have two others to check out. So we're gonna hit a curve right here. That building right there is where the missile is, where we just were, and this is the first missile barn we saw. I think we have another one right here to our right. Yep. Kind of have to get really close, but this is the launcher area according to this. It's all overgrown with grass, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Posters are centered.